What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Summer Games Fest. Obviously, we talked about this back a couple months ago, back when Geoff Keighley announced it, but now we know the date that it's going to be at least starting, and we also know a little bit about what to expect. So I want to talk about that June 10th live stream. I think it's going to be, hopefully, it's going to be pretty darn cool, okay? So we're going to go through kind of our opinions and let you guys know in case you missed the tweet, or at least what to expect from this event as a whole. If you guys haven't noticed, I have a pretty bad cold, so my voice maybe actually sounds less nasally than normal. Maybe it sounds more. You guys will have to let me know in the comments, so just kind of bear with me. I may actually talk a little bit slower today in the videos I record today than I normally do, okay? If you guys like this kind of stuff, though, make sure, as always, you guys are subscribed, bell icon turn on, give the video a like, and hopefully we'll be covering this. I'll maybe mention that a little bit at the end of this video. So Summer Game Fest returns starting Thursday, June 10th. There's going to be a live stream on that day, okay? I believe it's 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. So for me, it's noon, which kind of almost in the middle there. And it's going to be 2 hours long, and Geoff Keighley said feature over 12 kind of world premiere announcements. Now, you know, I had tweeted this and I said, like, please don't suck, please don't suck. Look, I've said it before. I'm a very critical person in general. I don't hold back. I don't kind of sugarcoat things. I think that's kind of what makes me kind of special on YouTube. But one thing that I am not so critical on that I think other people maybe are these events. Gamescoms haven't been the greatest in the world. I am pretty critical of E3. The Game Awards, I'm never as critical on the Game Awards as other people are. And I think part of it maybe has to do with Geoff Keighley, that I just do think he's passionate and he cares. And while he doesn't do a great job every time, he certainly hasn't, every time, I still think he's at least trying, and I want to give him that. So, because again, looking back to last year, let's not sugarcoat it, Summer Game Fest was atrocious. It was awful. It tried to last, and I've said this before, it was a 3-month thing that made it sound like we could get announcements daily, we could get announcements weekly, all this stuff, and what it ended up being is an odd announcement here or there, nothing too big. There were, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater game, I believe, was announced. They showed Crash a couple times. There was some okay stuff, but overall, it was 3 months of a lot of nothing. Summer Game Fest pretty much became last year a streaming platform where they would co-stream different events. They would co-stream Sony's thing, which is well, that's not Summer Game Fest, that's Sony's thing. That you're just saying now is kind of part of Summer Game Fest. Gamescom, which is the same thing this year, Geoff Keighley hosts Gamescom, which is in late August, and that's kind of part of the overall thing. So, again, not to kind of remain not neutral, but I don't hate Geoff Keighley's stuff as much as other people do. I don't think last year's Summer Game Fest was good whatsoever, though. So that's kind of why I say, please don't suck, please don't suck. But look, 2 hours long, 12 announcements. You look at their partners, so I'm not going to read all of them, but you have 30 partners, and you have big ones. You have 2K, you have Activision, you have Bandai Namco, you have Capcom, you have EA. Really, you have all of the ones that you just kind of... Now, Inner Sloth is there, which is Among Us, so what are they going to do, another DLC thing? PlayStation, Psyonix, which is actually, I believe, Rocket League, so that's kind of odd that they're going there. Ubisoft, Warner Bros., so obviously Warner Bros. Is one that sticks out. Xbox, the Tribeca Festival, which was that thing that he announced where you're actually going to be able to play demos of certain games, 2 of which are Kena, Bridge of Spirits, which I'm very excited for, and also 12 Minutes, the game 12 Minutes that I've talked up quite a bit. So, it does sound like there's a fair amount going. I think just what's going to be make or break is what you see in the comments to Geoff Keighley is, okay, 12 announcements, but are they actually new? Are they really world premieres, or are they things that we've already seen before? There's nothing inherently wrong with seeing stuff that we've already seen. Some people, for me, there comes a time where I just don't care as much to see trailer after trailer after trailer. I can very easily, or I would want to, I don't really do it because of YouTube, but I would step back and I don't really care about whatever else that they show for it. There's some people that can't get enough of it. This is the day before Ratchet & Clank releases. This is also 2 days before the start of E3. So did I want him to go 2 days before E3? No, I think that's arguably terrible timing. Sure, is it like a warm-up for E3 almost? Very potentially, this could be like a medium-sized, almost E3 conference kind of on its own, or like a presentation. So, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. Again, I think he's done a pretty solid job, specifically with the Game Awards. I haven't not liked Gamescom. I think he did a pretty okay job last year. Gamescom is really just Summer Game Fest last year was awful. But again, Thursday, June 10th is kind of what kicks us all off, and then after that, it just goes. Now, he said it's 1 month long. It's just throughout June. So it doesn't start June 1st, which he really teased, I think, multiple times that it was going to start June 1st. So I don't know if anything, specifically happened, but it starts June 10th. I think it would end the last day of June. I don't think it goes June 10th to July 10th. But, again, this is kind of the beginning of it. Live stream, all these announcements, and then, I would assume, again, I don't really think daily, although daily would be pretty awesome and would actually be what people want, right? If you have 30 publishers and say 12 to 15 go in that live stream, you still have 15 more, and you have like around 20 days left of June once the live stream's over. So like you really could do some sort of announcement every day. Now, am I a fan of doing it during E3? No, again, I think that's honestly a really stupid idea, because just people are not going to be able to spread out as much as you would maybe want them to. Still definitely exciting, and as I always say for these kind of things, like I'm not a big fan of E3, but I'm not a big fan of how it's organized and some of the behind the scenes stuff. But like like nonstop announcements 3 days in a row or 4 days in a row, I understand that that's a big deal. I mean, I'm very, very excited for that. I think a lot of other people are. So to have this happen, and then hopefully more announcements after it, I think would be really cool. So I'm going to give him, for now, the benefit of the doubt. Please don't disappoint me, Geoff. You disappoint quite often, and that's not a testament against your character. That's just seemingly what happens every time. So to really quickly say this, too, I don't know what the plan's going to be. I do hope to co-stream several E3 conferences. I want to make a video about my E3 plans like next week, and it'll be kind of going over everything you can expect from Podcast Now around E3. I don't know what we'll do for this. Maybe I could co-stream it, because you are allowed to do that. So maybe we could do that. There'll definitely be videos, even if there's not a live stream. I know people may ask me that stuff. We'll have to see. I got to get the okay from the boss, a.k.a. my wife. Men that are married, that you would know what I'm talking about. So let me know, guys, in the comments below. What do you think? Are you excited for June 10th? Are you excited for Summer Game Fest in general? What do you want? Maybe let me know. What do you want to see from me covering these events? Like I said, I'll probably have an announcement for Summer Game Fest and E3 very, very soon, okay? So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon, all that good stuff. I hope to see you all on the next video.